We have now lived 9 months in our Alliance Avenue 32 RLS fifth wheel. In today's video, I want to share with you, do we still love it for the reasons that we bought it for? What would we change? And will we be buying another new RV in 2026? We're going to do all of that starting right now. Welcome back, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Patrick. Me and my wife started YouTubing way back in 2017. We've been RVing now for over 20 years. And a year ago this February, right about now actually, we sold our house to move into our RV full time. We retired from our 26+ year careers in education last summer, and I now am the manager at Happy Acres Campground in Angola, Indiana. Which means 7 months out of the year, we are living in our RV at Happy Acres in Angola, working really hard running the campground, and that gives us these 5 winter months where we can come south and seek out warm weather. Now, today is not an exceptionally warm day here in New Braunfels, Texas. We're at the beautiful Canopy RV Resort, where we've called home for, well, really since back in mid-November. Today it's a little overcast, a little bit of a breeze, a little chilly. But I tell you what, I'm guessing most of you up north would take what I've got here today. We got about 52 degrees out. It's going to get up to 72 by this afternoon. So let's head on inside, and I'm going to have Patty join me. We're going to share with you the 3 main reasons we bought this RV and let you know how we feel about those features and what would we like to change in our next RV. And will we be buying another RV soon? All right, the first thing we wanted this RV for was this big residential size refrigerator. It's split. One side is a refrigerator, one side is a freezer, and I will tell you, we absolutely love this. We've had no issues with it. It stores plenty of food on both sides, so we can go to the grocery just like normal, get all the food that we need, and we have plenty of space for it. It's worked well for us. I know there's people online that say they have issues with these 12-volt Furrions. Knock on wood, we have had no issues with it, and we still love it. This was a great reason for getting this trailer for us.
Absolutely.
Now Patty's going to talk about the other upgrades.
The next thing we wanted in this RV was a nice size king bed. We have 2 Cavalier Spaniels and they take up a lot of real estate. So we love this space back here, and with this space comes lots of storage. We have a nice chest with all drawers, storage under this bed, and a closet way back here that has tons of storage in it. Room for our hanging clothes, room for any other clothes, folding clothes or shelving. Beautiful, lots of space. Now, what we don't like back here after being in here for some months is the space that's along the side. Now, this side's not too bad because you have the opening, you can pull the doors and you can shimmy through here. But on my side over here, because I like to be on this side, it is kind of tight. I can get myself in here, but there's no way you can like change clothes or do whatever. So, I mean, you can move the door a little bit, give a little more space, but it's pretty tight here. We kind of wish that it was a little wider or rearranged a little differently. The fourth thing that we like about the trailer and not like about the trailer are our washer and dryer. Love having the washer and dryer, and they kind of tuck back in these corners. Washers here, dryers over there, and they're easy to use, easy to maintenance. But the thing that I don't like about it is that in order to get the doors open, you got to move some of your hanging clothes out of the way and move some things out so that you can do your wash and your dry. So I love it, and then I don't love it.
All right, let's talk about issues we've had since we've owned this trailer. We have had 2 warranty claims that Myron from Off Map RV Services has taken care of for us. First thing was our slide. When we first bought the trailer, the slide would not slip in. It's supposed to go out and kind of slip down in. There was actually a big bulge right here in the center.
Yeah, you'd almost trip on it.
When
like
Myron ended up investigating, he found that there was an actual screw sticking up, so when the slide would go out, it couldn't drop down. Not only could it not drop down, it was actually putting a groove into the bottom of our slide-out exterior floor.
Right.
So he worked with Alliance to get us approved so that he could cut that screw off. He did have to get a new piece of rubber mold or seal because the screw had actually cut the seal going in and out.
Right, it did, yep.
And so he did that because we wanted to make sure everything stays watertight. And then he's actually going to repair that bottom floor with like a sealer for us. So that was one issue we had to get taken care of.
Right.
What was the second one?
Second one was the air conditioner in the bedroom.
Yep.
The way it was designed, it had like a cover that you could take off the bottom, and it was really decorative, really pretty. But what it was doing was condensation or whatever from the air conditioner running in the hot summer was coming down and then dripping off onto the bed.
The short of it is we would go back there and our bed would be soaked because water was building up. And so Myron went through tons of testing with Lippert's help to try to figure out what was wrong. Eventually Lippert said, let's just put in a brand new AC.
Yep.
Now, we did get it replaced. We haven't had any issues since then.
Not yet. No.
However, we don't care for the AC that they put in as well as the one that was originally in here.
Right. It is loud.
It's a little louder. Yeah. Let's not say it's loud. It's not Coleman Mach
No,
loud.
but it's louder than what the other one was.
Yeah.
And we're spoiled out here with our chill cubes. But a chill cube couldn't go back there because of the elevation on the roof line and all that jazz. So we have that one, and it works, but it's just louder than the other, and it's something to get used to. So,
a huge shout out to Myron because he literally took it upon himself to work with Lippert and Alliance to get all this stuff remedied for us.
Yeah, he came all the time working on things, testing things, taking pictures, documenting. He had so many things to do to try to help us with that.
Now, we have a few other minor issues that we won't warranty. We'll just handle ourselves. For instance, behind our TV, there's shelves. One of the shelves broke during travel.
Right, and we were trying to always, as we know, because we've done this a lot, to not put heavy things up there. So I didn't think there was a lot of heavy stuff, but obviously something through our travels from back here to Florida, whatever, has made it broken a little bit.
Yep.
The corners on our slide outs, Myron pointed them out. Now we can't not see them. Is the way they were put together. They put some caulking in there, hon?
They put like a clear sealant to try to fill the gaps, but obviously it doesn't do it. And they structurally they're fine. It's just when you look, you see these gaps. They're just not.
They're all over.
Yeah. And then in the bathroom, we also have some molding that is popping off.
Back in here.
Again, fairly easy fix.
Basically, the molding he's talking about is right here. I'll pull it out slightly.
You can see it. Yep.
And this is really...
and most of the time, stuff like that, it's just because they use too short of like a staple, and then they pop out or nail.
It just needs, and Myron will help us with that to get it tacked back on. But it's not like bad. It's not going to fall during travel. But you can we noticed it when cleaning and using the towels and whatnot, that it came up off the edge there.
I'll take you back here and show you. The cover of this AC is different. Myron thinks maybe Lippert changed the cover because maybe that was what was causing the issue. I'm going to put my mic up here just so you can kind of hear it. Again, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not as quiet as the first one that was in here. So overall, Patty, are you happy with this Alliance 32RL?
Oh, definitely. I love it. It feels like home. It's very spacious. It's what we have had in all of our Alliances, the way they set them up. They're so nice. So I love it.
Interior-wise, we just think the Alliance does a great job of making it feel like a home, I feel like.
Right.
And so that we like. If we could make a change, we wish we would have gotten a little bit bigger RV that has another room.
Right.
Maybe like a bunkhouse type setup where we could have converted it into an office space.
Right. It's like a space for you to do your school teaching, because you still teach classes, for me to work on eBay, like when I take my photographs and so on. So yeah, just a little more space for that. That would have been nice.
But other than that, no. I mean, we're not.
No.
And before everybody starts taking bets, we're not buying another RV.
Nope.
We love this one enough that we're keeping it. Plus, we have it set up the way we want.
Myron's done so much work on it. He's got that fancy system out front you have.
Right, we have our whole inverter system with our Epoch lithium batteries.
It's beautiful.
And our DC to DC charger. Plus, we added another chill cube here where there was an
Solar.
opening. Yep. So we've invested a lot of money to get it the way we want it to live in it. Yes, there's always things. I don't think there is a perfect RV out there. And sometimes, as our good friend Jim says, you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
Meaning, until you actually are using an RV full time, you don't really know what you're going to need.
Absolutely.
But overall, very happy.
We love it. Yeah, it's a great trailer.
All right, everybody. Until next time, we'll see ya.
On down the road.
Bye.
Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.